Hello guys, I am Sami. You are watching Factorial. So guys, today I am talking about 11 interesting facts about the Nile River. So without wasting your time, let's get started. Considered to be the longest river in the world, the Nile measures 4,132 miles in total and considered to be the longest river in the world. The starting point for a river is often disputed and some people now consider the Amazon to be the longest. The route of the Nile. It travels about 6,650 kilometers from the African Great Lakes through the Sahara Desert before emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. It goes through 11 countries: Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Kenya, Ethiopia, Eritrea, South Sudan, Sudan and Egypt. The disputed origins. Argument arose because the river begins in the area of Lake Victoria, which has many feeder rivers entering it. However, the biggest of these feeders, the Kajira River, is now usually accepted to be the true source of the Nile. The river Nile and its major tributaries. The tributaries are the White Nile and the Blue Nile, which meet in Sudan near the capital of Khartoum before continuing northward through the Mediterranean Sea. The Atbara River, also known as the Black Nile, is one of the major tributaries of the Nile. The origins of the river's name. Some people think that the name comes from the Semitic word Nahal, which means river. Others think that the Greek word Nelos, which means valley, is the true origin. The ancient Egyptian called the river Ar or black because the color of the sediment left after the river's annual flood. A river that gave life to the desert. As the Nile winds into Egypt, it transforms a swath of Sahara Desert along its bank. This contrast is visual from space, where a long green oasis can be hugging the river, aimed blinkly tan landscape around it. It also provides rich soil that was great for growing crops. As rainfall is almost non-existent in Egypt, the people were dependent on the yearly floods caused by heavy rainfall in Ethiopia, which supplied moisture and left thick rich mud ideal for cultivation. Nile played a vital role in the building of pyramids. The blocks of the stone used for the construction of the pyramid had to be transported by boat. The ancient Egyptians also used the reeds growing alongside the Nile, known as papyrus, to make paper and boats. Home to the Nile crocodiles. They are one of the largest and most dangerous species of crocodile, responsible for the death of many people each year. At one time, this aggressive reptile could be found all the way up to the Nile Delta, but their habitat had shrunk over the years. The reverence for the Nile crocodile was particularly strong in the ancient city of Shedid, now called Fayum, located in the river's Fayum oasis south of Cairo. Dam to control rage. The Aswan High Dam was built in 1970 to help regulate flooding of the Nile River. Before the Aswan Dam was built, years that featured high levels of water could wipe out crops, while years of low level water could produce famine and drought. The dam helps to control these water levels. Nile as a deity. The ancient Egyptian god of the Nile was known as Hapi. The god was honored for the annual flood, which brought great fertility to the land. He was known by a variety of titles, including the Lord of River bringing vegetation, Lord of the Fishes and Birds of the Marshes. He was commonly depicted in an intersex person with a big belly and breasts, dressed in a loincloth and ceremonial false beard. A home in the deserts. Around half of the Egypt population of 100 million people live in the Nile Delta area. The largest city in this area is Alexandria, which has population over 5 million. The city of Rosetta can also found in the Delta region. It is famous for the Rosetta Stone, its inscription helping modern people to understand Egyptian hieroglyphics. All this would have been nearly impossible in the desert without the Nile. The role of the Nile is undeniable in the role that Egypt has played in the rise of the civilization. So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy this video. Like this video if you like it, share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and I will see you again in the next video. Have a nice day.